intro?
Here we go. Hey everybody, it's December 13th, lucky number 13, 2020, par for the Discourse. I'm Nicole coming to you from Madrid, and this is Erica from Brooklyn. We took a little time off. We've been doing this podcast since March, but we took like a week or so off. And during that time, Erica has become a dog mom. Let's tell the story.
Not a
all about it.
Not a fur mommy, and it's not a fur baby. Someone said that to me yesterday, and they went down a notch in my book. You know who you are. I just want to start out by saying thank you for letting me take last week off. We lost Lisa on December 3rd. She passed peacefully, and during that time, a friend of a friend needed a dog sitter for a couple days, knew that Ronnie and I had been dog sitting. Turned out this dog was up for adoption. So yesterday was D-Day, and we welcomed Domie into our home. And he's sleeping on the couch right now, so you're not going to be able to meet him, but he doesn't really he doesn't move unless I get up. He follows me into every room. He's a blue-nosed Staffordshire pit bull, and he's beautiful. He's 3 years old. The kind of things that have been really running through my mind this week was, one, Lisa had always wanted us to get a dog. She knew we were looking for a dog, and she got a dog this summer, and she would ask me, what kind of breed do you want? And I just said, we would just want to rescue a dog. It wasn't a breed, we wanted a big dog though. We didn't want a small dog. Mm-hmm. And I had put my cat to sleep about 5 years ago, and Lefty had a gray coat with white markings and white paws, and that's the same markings on Domie. So all of this I felt like Lisa sent her to us. Lisa sent Domie to us, and it just was everything kind of came together at the right time. And for as shitty of a year as everyone has had, I feel like this is a little bit of good news for Ronnie and I to have a new member of the family.
All the signs were pointing to, yes, keep this dog. That's what I thought too. And wait, you didn't mention, when is this dog's birthday?
Oh, that was another thing. He's the original owner sent me a picture of him as a puppy and said, "Oh, tell them that his birthday is August 25th and mine is August 24th. So we'll be celebrating our birthdays together." Yeah. And he'll be 4 next summer. So, and the other good thing is that he's 3. He still has a lot of long life ahead of him, but he's out of the puppy phase.
Yeah.
So that's something that we don't have to. I think Ronnie would like to train a dog, but so it's just really getting to know him. We took him for a long walk yesterday. Yeah.
Clearly he's at home. If he's relaxing on the couch.
Yeah.
He's in the right place.
Yeah. Yeah. He's very happy.
Oh,
he just follows me into every room, and he's super affectionate. He's just a big mush. And when you come home, I mean, I used to be, somebody that, especially at the end of a long day, you work and running city, subway, assholes. When I came home, I had to really try not to just come home and be all the city shit come out and you're in a bad mood. I don't think I can ever come home again and be in a bad mood, because this dog just is so happy to see you.
Yeah.
It's just puts you in such a joyous mood. It's all that's just going to go away. So I look forward to having a job to go to come home. I'm sick of being at home so much. It's fine. I'm not complaining.
The thing about this dog now is it's gonna, you've never been a dog owner, right? You've never had a dog.
Ronnie has. No. Extended sitting and friends with dogs, and I had a cat for 14 years.
Right. So I think that being the owner now, you're gonna have like a different perspective. You're gonna be like walking the streets as an owner. You're gonna walk past other dogs and other people. Now, how are you gonna handle that? Because
Oh, she got right into it.
I really am curious because are you gonna be like frequenting these dog parks, or what are you gonna be doing? Oh, good. I'm glad that you're shaking your head no.
I may.
Ronnie can go that route if he wants. Like, Ronnie is the dog and I am more the cat. I like to hide away. So let's remember that the dog has a private bathroom in the backyard. Doesn't always have to go for a walk when it has to go.
Yes.
Remember that. So, what already happened yesterday, a lady walked by and told us, it's you either love a pit bull or you are like, no, pit bulls are bad. And we know the whole stereotypes there, and it's bullshit. And she was a lover of pit bulls and told us that they used to be nicknamed nanny dogs because they're so good with kids. Like, you could leave your kids home alone and the dog would watch. Like, if you didn't have a nanny, this dog will watch the kids.
That's what this woman said to you walking down. Okay.
That they used to be nicknamed nanny dogs before they were, and it's just how they're raised. But hundreds of centuries ago, this breed was really, really good with kids. And then she told us that, what was the other thing she said? Oh, she could tell that he was, we had just gotten him a couple hours before he had just come. We were outside with him. And she said, well, I could tell his tail is between his legs and he's scared. Keep him social, keep him meeting new people. And I was like, well, thank you.
I don't think that sounds that bad.
No. I'm just saying, within the first hour of having this dog, strangers are giving me sound advice. It's not always going to be sound advice.
And I think especially because it's a pit bull, like you said, people are conditioned to think that they're like, monster dogs. But actually, when I think of a scary dog, I don't think of that. I think more like Doberman.
Yeah, or like, real German dogs. German Shepherds are beautiful dogs. I wouldn't want one in my house because it would make me feel like the cops were here.
I got attacked by one when I was a kid.
German Shepherd?
Yeah, when I was 4 years old. I was afraid of dogs for a lot of years. When I was 4, my parents were building a deck, and I was outside in the backyard, and all of a sudden they heard me scream. My mother jumped off the deck with no steps attached to this thing, like flew 10 feet. And this German Shepherd bit my ass, literally.
A neighbor's dog got loose? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Was it just kind of nipping you, like playing, and was it growling?
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. I just know that I had a phobia of dogs for a lot of years after that, but that's the story behind that. So, a German
criminal.
They're big dogs.
Well, they're like cop dogs, right? Yeah. That's my thing. I think they're beautiful, but I just wouldn't want it in my home. You know what I mean? Like, so, but that's my own stereotype. I'm sure, whatever. What was I gonna? I've lost my what was I gonna say about dogs?
German Shepherd. Dobermans.
I totally spaced on what I was gonna say about dogs.
Well, if you do go to the sorry, go ahead.
Your mom has a what kind of dog is it?
Basset Hound. Yeah, she likes that breed. She likes the hounds.
Yeah, I like the jowls.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so dog, very excited. But it was funny. The last time we talked about fur baby, and how much I hate that. And I'm sticking to it. I'm telling you, a friend of mine said fur baby to me. Oh, you got a fur baby, and I was like,
I never heard that. I'm glad I never heard that.
I was like, don't say that. Please don't say that again. And they said it again. And I was like, please don't say that again. What am I going to do?
I want to go back to the dog park for a second because when you do go to the dog park, now I think this is going to bring up a lot of material because a lot of things are going to go on there. You know, it's like going to the park with the kids and you're like, you know what, I'll just bring a newspaper and not have conversations with people. I wonder if you're going to like run into people with their little prissy dogs or is it more of like a hipster thing or is it you're just going to find loads of mixed
Well,
people?
there's a cute hipster dog down the street, white guy, Asian girlfriend, cute dog. And they put outfits on him and everything.
Mhm.
And the dog is so cute. And I actually, they'll be friends. And that's a
Okay.
hipster dog. This dog he's got like these speckles. He's like a little French bulldog, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or like a Boston,
Boston.
little guy,
Yeah.
but he's got these speckles. Like his coat is crazy, but
See,
he's not going to get much bigger.
those dogs are cool, even though they're little, because they're like solid. Do you know what I mean? They're not like,
Yeah,
I don't know, like
little nugget.
those little
Yeah,
terrier type things. Like, you know, those little, what do you call those dogs? Like corgis, I don't know what they're called. Whatever.
my friend used to have a Yorkshire Terrier, and it was a teacup. And my friend Jeremiah used to call it dish rag, and that was his nickname for it. And so my friend says one day, "Why do you call it dish rag?" And I was like, "Oh, you don't want to know why he calls it dish rag?" And he goes, "Oh, you really want to know?" And I knew why he called it dish rag. Because I want to throw it against the wall like a dish rag. And just smile, like I want to throw it against the wall. That's what I. Oh, never mind. I wish I didn't know that. That's why you've made that nickname up for my dog. Because then you see those little guys, and they're at your feet yipping, and you want to chuck it.
Yeah.
You don't really want to. Listen, somebody's gonna see this and take my dog away from me. I'm kidding.
Or those people that are like, go ahead, pet him. He doesn't bite. And meanwhile, the thing's like, you know what I mean?
Oh, here's a recommendation. If you, Violetta will love this. It's called It's Bruno. It's on Netflix. It's a dog show. It's like only one season, and there's like so many episodes, but they're short episodes.
Mhm.
It takes place in Brooklyn. It's like a couple years old, but it's so funny. Every character is very Brooklyn, and it's all about this guy and his dog. It's hilarious. There's like a bunch of like kind of up and coming comics in it and stuff. Like it's very kind of like indie,
Mhm.
kind of low budget, but it's so funny. Violetta will love it. It's very
Okay,
Brooklyn.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's very funny. It's Bruno. It's Bruno, right, Ronnie? Is that what it's called? It's Bruno.
I like that name for a dog.
That's a big bug. It's kind of a little dog, but there's other dog. Like it's all the like social interactions with other dogs, walking and meeting other dogs. It's hilarious. And there's a Chihuahua.
That's the thing too. Now that the weather's going to get cold, are you going to be out probably that much walking it, or you don't care?
Well, he's got a sweater. She gave us blankets and sweaters, and like she gave us this whole big bag of stuff.
Dog bowl?
No, she didn't give me a bowl. I have that. Now he's up and walking. Maybe he'll come over. Okay, so what's going on there? Well, as you can see, I did my lazy decorations.
I was going to say, I actually like that a lot, though. I like the stocking and the...
draping the tinsel.
That's nice.
Thanks. We decided, and I always hang our stockings on the shelf, but we didn't get a tree this year. I did put bulbs on the ficus has some bulbs on it.
But it's all nice because you got greenery there and then the red for the trimming. So you're like,
No big dead tree.
I don't know if you could see mine, but we did put one up last week here.
Oh, that's cute.
And my plants are in the back.
They look nice. Why aren't they near the window? Why don't you put them closer to the window.
Because there's a radiator against the window.
Right, that's my problem too. I know.
So that's not going to work.
So
Yeah.
how are things? How are cases and stuff there?
Yeah, I'm trying not to pay attention to it so much, but I'm done with school for now. I ended on Friday. Now I have to go in like here and there for exams. But I'm more worried about what to do because the exams are all paper exams, but I'm starting to get emails like, "Oh, I tested positive. I'm going to be home. I can't take your exam," and they're waiting to hear what they're supposed to do. I'm like, "Does that mean I have to create something online too?" So I have a feeling it's going to wind up being double the work because of people who are not able to come in physically.
Is it easy to just put the test into an online format or no?
Yes and no, depends, but then you've got possible cheating and all that, which, I probably shouldn't record myself saying this, but I don't really care who cheats. I don't. I mean, you want to cheat, go ahead. I mean,
I had a professor in college that was like, if you really want to open up your books in the middle of the room and cheat, go right ahead. If you're paying for this.
that's how
That
I
was
feel.
the whole attitude. I had a stand-up comedian as our health professor of health in college, and he was heavily overweight. He was morbidly obese. He was a stand-up comedian, and he was an adjunct professor for one semester. And I swear to God, he only like somehow got the job so he could write bits about it because he was a fat guy, and he taught nutrition. And he had a bunch of dance majors in his class who all had like eating disorders, and we just were like, "This is a joke, right?" And then it got to test time, and he would just tell it, "Go ahead, open your books. You're paying for this." He didn't give a shit. And I remember that class was the one where I was like, wow, my parents would be really mad about this. Like every other class was a real class, but that class was a joke. And I thought, wow, my parents.
Well, the irony of it's good. I mean, this fat guy coming in. It's like the drive.
I think his last name was Romeo too. He was Professor Romeo. I was like, are you kidding me?
Well, you're from New York, so you know this too. When you have to do the 5-hour test for driving.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think we had to go in on a Saturday 2 times, maybe for 2.5 hours, something like that. And the guy that taught that, I'll never forget that. He came wobbling into the room, and he had one like a shoe. I mean, the shoe was like literally that big. Like one leg was like severely. And all he did was talk about the importance of putting a seatbelt on. I'm like, is this leading to something here? Like, what? Is he going to reveal the story?
That's the message he needs to drive home.
Another ironic teaching
Isn't that
moment.
funny? The safety belt never became as political as wearing a mask.
Go figure.
Was that ever? I mean, I remember people like, I'm not wearing it, whatever. But I mean, it never became such a political thing.
It didn't dictate what side you were on. That's for sure.
All right. Well, that was good. Yeah, Domie, you want to come say hi? Let me see. Maybe he's coming over here. Might get an appearance. No. Sit. There he is.
Hey, turn around, bud.
Domie, say hi. Well, that's what you get. You get his, come turn around.
Do you have to feed him special food, or what like, what are you going to feed him?
Special food? What do you
Like,
mean?
or you get, like, I don't know, they have different grades of food, no? Like,
well, she gave us a bunch of what she had left over, and we like kind of looked up like what healthy kind of like human food, like carrots are good, apples are good, and stuff like that we would give them. Like I don't want to just give them table food or anything.
No. But the dog food brands.
Like a good like organic. She said she gives him a little bit of wet food on top of his dry food, and he kind of is a grazer. She doesn't feed him like, and that's how I fed Lefty. I know some people like feed the dog once a day or twice a day, but she kind of just was letting him graze, and that was kind of how he ate anyway, which I was like, oh, good.
Yeah, just leave it there.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like watching him like when he eats and stuff, and he is just kind of, he doesn't eat a lot. And I give him little healthy snacks. You want to turn around here? Here he goes. Say hi, Domie.
Hey.
Domie, say hi. Hey, buddy. Domie. Boy, he's like stubborn right now. There you go.
There he is. There he is.
There. Look at those eyes.
That's great.
Aw. He just like, yeah, he just looks at you like, all right. Yeah, that was, and I bought that big rope thing on the floor. Did you see that thing?
No, I missed that.
Wait here, let me get it.
What is it, like a toy, you mean?
What is this thing? But he's not really like, like you play like tug of rope.
Okay, yeah.
But he's not, he might pick it up. Nah, he's not into
Well,
it
he's
yet.
lucky. He's got himself a backyard too. I mean, that's a luxury.
All to himself. All right, Nicole.
All right. Well, you get back to your dog and
Yeah, it's like having like a
newborn.
Like a newborn.
And let us know next week, how his first week was there. We'll find out.
Yes, this is our Christmas present to each other.
Yes.
Was taking this on. Like I said, we don't need to. Christmas is getting kind of low key this year, so this was our big Christmas present to each other, and welcoming him into the family will be our 2020 Christmas present.
It's a good end to the year, to the crop year, as we said.
Yes. We got a couple more weeks. Oh, next Saturday, I'm doing a kind of like a telethon thing with the magazine. Me and the comedian are coming up with this sold-a-thon, we're calling it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be online. And I got to work on that today. So we're gonna try to do a little like help promote independent artists as like gifts, last minute gifts for Christmas, online only. We saw some other people promoting actual in-person events, and I didn't think that was cool. A lot of like people are, doing these things. Oh, socially distance. We all have our masks on and stuff. I don't know.
So if this is going to be online, what platform? What is this going to be on a platform?
Like Instagram Live. We're going to go live, and he's going to interview. It's going to be like one artist at a time, like a telethon kind of a thing, and they can be, remotely doing this interview, and then they're going to show off a piece, and then we'll put the link to, how to buy it. And he's a comedian. He's a good MC, so he's gonna chat them up, see what their how their year went, what their wishes for 2021 are, kind of like a check in with all these artists. So I have like a list of 50 plus names. I got to send out a big email and get a little flyer together.
Well, send me the info and I'll put it in the comments below thing here.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be working on that today, and him and I talked yesterday. He's the one who said fur baby, by the way. By the way. Yeah, I know. We're gonna have to talk about that. Anyway, so I'm gonna be working on that little thing this week just to keep the magazine alive. And I updated the website, had to get updated, and now it's like on this new platform. It's a big mess. So I have some work to do this week.
Okay. Well, Saturday I'll be in the recording studio. And
on Saturday.
Yeah, I'll fill you in later, but we are recording as a family on Saturday. A couple hours.
Oh,
go ahead.
I'm very excited about that. But I'll tell you, because I think Comedy Central and HBO got in trouble, your link is dead to the Chappelle show.
Oh, really?
Yesterday, yeah. I didn't want to tell you. I played it through in my head.
I watched it right before I sent it. That's weird.
Maybe it was like I don't know. The link said this is not available.
That's probably what it is, yeah. Oh, damn. All right. Okay.
The sentiment was still there though, so.
All right. You. Okay. Well, listen, have a good week and we'll talk on Sunday, next Sunday. Yep. Okay. Bye, everyone.